Hello people. So here's my first check-in from Toronto airport. On the way home, I'm really excited. The day didn't start it the way I wanted to. I broke down with a car the first time in the morning before I wanted to finish all my stuff before I leave. But fine, thank God I was able to get a tow truck in time, so I didn't have to mess around with a lot. So right now I'm here at the airport. As you can see, it's not even close as busy as normally would be, but anyway, still some life going on. It's gonna be an 8-hour flight, I think 8.5 to Paris, and then another 2 hours to Vienna, and then another 2.5-hour train ride to Graz, where I'm gonna stay for a little bit with my family. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a long time I flew, and I haven't seen my family for a long time as well. So yeah, wish me luck. Rock and roll. Hey, good morning everybody. It's Sunday, 8 a.m. and I'm in Paris right now. I'm in Paris. I arrived to Charles de Gaulle airport, back at home in Canada it's still like 2 a.m. So I haven't really slept much, but I don't feel the effect yet. I think it's gonna hit me in the next couple hours. So yeah, I have a couple hours layover over here, and then I have a flight to Vienna, and then I have another 2.5 hour down to Graz with a train. Hopefully they're gonna let me into the country. There's gonna be no problem. I have the test, I have the vaccines, everything. By the way, the flight was pretty sweet on this plane. We were taking Airbus A350. It was a smooth flight, no problems. The crew was super nice, so good job Air France, keep it up. And it was a really good. I had space, even that I'm not the shortest person in the world. So yeah, I enjoyed it. So keep going. Hey, what's up people? So here I am. I arrived to Vienna. They let me in. So from now on, I suppose I have a smooth ride down to Graz. Just a funny story. Actually, when they checked my paperwork, I was waiting for the customs officer, or actually from the soldier, to talk to me in English or German. So when he was talking to me in Hungarian, for a second I was so confused I didn't understand what he's saying. And I'm like, okay, wait a second, what language is this? So yeah, that was a funny moment. But anyway, I'm here. Still have a few hours to go, so yeah, but I'm happy. I made it so far. After I found my connecting train, what took me to the main station in Vienna, I was looking for one of my favorite fast food in Austria, which is a kebab, and it's actually kind of nothing to do with the Austrian cuisine because it's a Turkish dish. But man, I'm telling you, those local Turkish people, they're making it great, and I really can recommend to if you ever in Austria or somewhere like in Germany also, just to try it out. The train what I was taking from Vienna to Graz, it's called the Railjet, and honestly that's one of the most comfortable train I ever traveled with. It's very modern and clean and quiet. So if you are thinking to rent a car in case you want to go down to Graz or any other cities where this train actually goes, don't make that mistakes. Not just because this train is very comfortable, but the scenery on the way is just amazing. You don't want to miss that out, 100%. So after 15 plus hour traveling, I arrived to Graz, which is Austria second biggest city with its 270,000 people. And just as and just like in other European cities, Graz has also a lot of old buildings and historic places. But for some reason, they had a really good way to modernize the city and build some new structures without interrupting or destroying the old buildings. And that feeling that you are in an old city surrounded with a lot of history. And honestly, that's one of the things what not every European city can manage. The Moor in Zoo, where I was taking this footage, is a really good example for that. Back in the days, Graz was surrounded with a wall to protect it, and this is actually one of the gates where you were able to get in and out from the city. The city itself, it's a really vibrating and living place, and you can find all kinds of culture around, since there is a lot of foreign nations living in this city. And if you want to try out some local dish, then go to some guest house. It's actually like a guest house if I would translate it in English, and they will take good care of you with some local classic foods. One of the main attractions in Graz is the Schlossberg, in English called Castle Hill. It's 473 meters above the sea level, and back in the days it was functioning as a fortress, which was never conquered actually, but it was hardly demolished from the Napoleonic forces. But nowadays it's one of the main attractions in Graz, especially with the huge clock tower on the top. There are multiple ways to get on the top of the mountain, but since I like challenges, I choose the stairs on the side of the mountain, and after that, in the next couple of days, on the inside of the mountain. So I'm inside of the mountain right now, and they have some kind of like a art setup inside here in the cave. But outside I would say about is the temperature is about like 28 degrees right now, or 27. And in here, wow, it's like dropped like drastically. So actually I feel kind of cold, not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. So there's the entrance, the light, beginning of the tunnel, and there is the like the end of the tunnel. And here are these, I don't know, these setups all the, I guess it's different. I'm not really into like arts. Don't really know them, but yeah, it's I guess it's something modern. I guess, but it's super cool. I like it. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a gives you the vibe like a haunted house type of thing. And obviously you gotta go all the way up. And once I'm gonna get out here, it's gonna be just a halfway to top of the mountain. And
Ja, den einen Teil Traktor wahrscheinlich und den anderen Teil Schiff wahrscheinlich.
you can find restaurants, cafes, and also a seasonal stage for some concerts during the summertime. Public transportation, it's a very good working system, so you really don't want to waste your time to get in a car, because to find a place to park and go through the traffic, you just don't want that headache, believe me. If you have some time, then just go to the city park also. It's really nice. And it's also a really good socializing spot, especially in the weekend nights in the summertime when people are gathering there and having a good time with a couple of drinks or more sometimes. There was some time, I mean a lot of times, when I was missing the phantom, and that's why it was good to find places like this. Guys, I found this store, total like on purpose, but look, it's a heaven. Look at that. It's crazy. I love it. Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, me and my fam came down here to a very beautiful place in Austria. It's really close to Graz, actually, the place where I'm staying at. To that city. It's about like an hour and 70 minutes away. And just look around. Let me just show you this beautiful spot. So we are right now heading to a lake. It's called Grüner See. And yeah, when I was living here back in the days, I wanted to check that place out. They're saying it's very beautiful. I saw the pictures, so I'm really curious how it's gonna look like. They're saying in the springtime it's much nicer because it has more water in that little lake, but I'm still very excited to see. So yeah, we're gonna have like about an hour, 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer hike until we reach the point, so wish me luck. As you can see, the water level is pretty low because normally the place where I was capturing this footage in the springtime is underwater. But anyway, it was still nice to see this place because it was just beautiful. After a week and a half visiting Austria, my parents and good friends, it was time to move on to my home country, which is Hungary. And I was really excited because I haven't been there for like 3 years and I was missing my people there for sure. Thank you very much for watching and be ready for the next episode.